Joe's Antiques and Collectibles, and we buy and sell stuff at our 2 antique booths and the 2 antique malls that we're in. Plaza Antiques in Lincoln Park and Maumee Antiques in Maumee, Ohio. And I'm out running around doing some errands, and I think I'm going to head on over here to Damascus House. I haven't been here in a long time. As you can tell, we're in winter, and there's not a lot of picking to be done, I'll tell you. The thrift stores seem to be getting higher and higher, so I don't know. Anyways, a lot of times their prices are higher than mine in the antique mall, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. But anyways, let's hope we can find some goodies. Let's go check it out. So here's Damascus House here, and they're only open like 3 days a week. And also, I came here on a snow day for the kids in the area, and they're also closed on those days too. So always check your hours before you come. So we're walking into Damascus House right now, and that picture in the front was beautiful. It's a reproduction, but it wanted $15 for, which was a little too high for me to make a profit on. I always check the jewelry out, and of course the toys. And I was digging around in here, and a lot of their toys weren't priced, and normally nothing's really too expensive, but some of it, like that little doll, was cute, but I mean, it's not only worth a few bucks probably. So I wouldn't want to pay much more than 50 cents for it. So I don't know what kind of pricing they had on it. I just passed on it. I did find this bag of dinosaurs for $1.50. And those bags like that I sell for $10 all day. So that was a no-brainer. I did pick that up. And then I kind of looked around. They don't have a ton of toys, but they do have a few. That was a cute little Superman. I ended up passing on him. Probably should have checked on those prices. But I was running around doing errands. I didn't have a lot of time that day, and there was nobody at the counter at the time. So I just grabbed the dinosaurs and moved on throughout the store here. Now, here's some of the like sewing and craft items they have. A big portion of the store was closed because there was a huge flood from a roof leak. So we only have a little portion of the store here. But I did find the dinosaurs, and it was fun to look around at the stuff we could look around. And here's a little overall shot of the front room. The back room was closed. So we went to the Damascus House in Monroe there, and now we're going to head on up to Christ the King. It's a thrift store through a church. It's only open a couple days a week for a couple hours each day, and we're going to see what we can find there. So we're on the campus of Christ the King Lutheran Church. And usually the sale, they used to be in the front couple buildings. There's quite a few buildings here. But it's in the back now, kind of kitty corner from the church. So I'm usually here early because they have a lot of free stuff. And I have found the best stuff in this free area. So here it is right here. Let me go by the sign here to show you. It's called the resale station, Christ the King. So we're going to pull on the parking lot and get a parking spot. They usually have a whole bunch of free stuff out in this front area here, but I haven't been here on a Saturday in a while, so I'm not sure what they're going to have today. But looks like there's some people pulling some stuff out now. So here's all the carts they put out before the store opens to see if you can find anything in here. So here's the stuff I got in the free bins. I got a whole bunch of big squishmallows. Super nice. This one might have a little bit. That might have a little bit of damage to it. I might put that one back. But yeah, I got 2 big squishmallows and a tie with the tags on it. So that was great. Great start. So we'll be going in a few minutes. So I rent the toys immediately. I'm redoing a Barbie house for our gal we babysit, so I wanted to find some furniture for that. So there was a bag of furniture for $3. That wasn't bad. There was a lot of it I didn't need, but I could probably sell the stuff I didn't want and get my $3 back, so that would be good. I got a little bed there, and it seems as though Thursday is a better day to go. They had a lot of neat stuff, but I think the tables and whatnot looked a little bit emptier than they typically do on Thursday. So I'm wondering when they restock. Maybe it's earlier in the week. You really never know. So I was digging through all these toy bins here and found some more little furniture. And when I go through the stuff at the end of the CTK here, I just want you to know I show some comps. And even though the comps are higher, I price things a lot differently than that because I don't sell online and I can't get the prices that those comps are saying that they're worth. So it's a nice guide, but it's not a realistic price for me in this area at an antique mall. So keep that in mind when you see all this stuff at the end. So I dug through all these little bins here, and there was a dinosaur there, but it was kind of a rubbery one. Dinosaurs are really good sellers. Even if they're new, it doesn't really matter. And they had lots of structures for things, and they had more stuffed animals in here. And that one I passed on, that little Mickey. It was kind of an odd looking one. And that symbol I probably should have got. It was kind of cool. But didn't see anything I really wanted there. I have a lot of plush toys right now, so I kind of need to get rid of the ones I got. I pick them up on occasion. I of course get them for free. You can't beat that. And then they have a section here where there's all these little toys like McDonald's toys or Burger King toys or whatnot. And it's fill a bag for $1. So I have found some little treasures in here, but there's a lot of digging around you gotta do. So I dug through all these bins and I came up with a bag full, and there was some cool stuff in there. But like I said, you have to have some patience to dig around in here because a lot of it's just little junky toys, but there are some cool things mixed in. So that's always a stop for me. I kind of wanted to come here because I was looking for some vintage toasters that they had the last time I went, and they were all gone. And my brother, who's doing his house in mid-century, would have really liked a few of those, at least one of those toasters, and they must have been a good deal. I should have bought it when I saw it, but at the time I didn't know he wanted that kind of stuff, so what a bummer. So I think there was probably 3 of them, and all of them were gone. So that was a little disappointing, but I did find a little bag full here, and I got some Barbie house toys, so that was good. And I'm still digging around. And these bins are kind of hard to get to because there's so much on the ground, but they do have little benches that you could sit on while you're digging through them, which is nice, but you're kind of in the way, so you gotta kind of finagle yourself around here so people can get through. Oh, that was good. That was like an incredible figurine, Disney figurine. And that other one was a Star Wars one, but it was just a container. It wasn't really a toy. That's why I passed on that one. And there's a Mike toy from Monsters Incorporated. I got that. That was pretty good. Any kind of Disney toys are always really good. And there's certain McDonald's toys like the little dolls they used to have in the past. Those are really good sellers too, so I look for those too. So there was a Minion, but he was kind of odd. Oh, there's a Batman. We'll put him in. And there was some Hot Wheels in there too. I probably should have grabbed, but I have an overabundance of Hot Wheels right now, and I need to get rid of them. So I don't need to buy Hot Wheels for a long time. I bought a couple big lots of them over last summer. And here's another bin here. And there's always a lot of people in the store. It's really hard to film, so I couldn't do any overalls, pictures of the store. I tried to do areas where there were not any customers. So, but when you're digging, you don't have to worry about that. This is fun for me. See if I can find a treasure in here. I know it's fun for the kids too. They like to dig in there. Now they have quite a bit of jewelry here, but it was really picked over. They hardly get anything left. So hopefully that'll get restocked. And then they have rows of shelves where there's various different figurines and kitchenware and house goods and stuff like that, and lots of linens. And I have found the best vintage tablecloths, Christmas ones especially, at this store. But none today, and it's past Christmas. I wasn't really in the mood to buy for Christmas. That kind of almost looked like a Hummel. I don't know, but it had that felt in the bottom. I tried to peel it a little bit, but it was really stuck on there, so I just didn't mess with that. Because probably if it would have been gone a long time ago. I saw that the previous week I was there. And here's a few more toys on this side. I always got to look on both sides. Lots of vases. Man, oh man, we got vases. Baskets. Those are nice for Easter coming up. And some precious moments. They have a lot of religious figurines. And some, there's a bunch more precious moments too. They had a lot of those. Those are not great sellers for me. I can only get between $5 and $10 for those. So unless I get them for like $1 or something, I kind of pass on that stuff. Now I did get some items that were behind the counter when I paid that I saw. so you don't see those in this portion. And usually the more expensive stuff is behind the counter, but today it was pretty reasonable. And the clothes I always look for because you never know when there's some vintage clothes hiding in there. So I had to check that out. Let's go look at what I found. So these are all the things that I got at CTK today, that little thrift store. And it's outside, can you believe it? It's February. And the snow is melting, hooray! There's Mr. Lou's Antiques there. We're outside because it's so nice. It's like 50, and 50 in Michigan in February is like 80 anyplace else. It feels really good. So let me go through this stuff. I got the Squishmallows free, along with a couple of other little stuffed toys. And I got this Michigan cutting board for free. It's all bamboo. The Squishmallows I usually get between 7 and 10 a piece. This cutting board I'll probably get between 7 and 10. I got a little stand-up Easter motif type of item. That was 2. I usually can get probably 8 to 10 for that. I got 2 clocks, and if they work, which 90% of the time the things there do work. They said they thought they did. I paid $1 each. I'll probably get like 8 on each of those. They're newer. Then I got this old Christmas planter for 50 cents. I probably get 5 or 6 out of that. This chicken here is newer. I paid $2 for it. I'll probably get $7.99 on that. This little bank here is older. I don't think it's marked. I paid $1 for it. It's got to be worth between 5 and 10. And this I thought was kind of interesting. I've never seen this. This is all Care Bears on here. I don't think it's necessarily really old, but I think it would be pretty collectible. So I think I could probably get 8 out of that. Now these items here I bought for personal use. I'm working on a little Barbie house for the gal that we babysit, and I've got some of the house furniture for that. And then I also got this Little People Mickey Mouse house. Now all this furniture here was $3. The bed was 50 cents, and this I think was $2. So if I was bought it to sell it, I'd still make a profit on that. And then they have all these little bag toys. So I got all of these toys for $1. So I'm sure by the time I divide them up, I will make 4 or 5 times my money on those, because there were some nice things in there. So those are all the things that I got at CTK, I call it. So this is Lou from Lou's Antiques and Collectibles saying goodbye, and we'll see you again. Bye.